me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Use me, and me, make me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Use me, and me, make me dance. Love me, use me, and me, make me dance. Dance, dance, dance.
Hello, hello. Welcome. This is a track I've been working in some time, and I'm actually enjoying it so much that is making me wanting to make it a bit better and sounding more professional, obviously. That's why I'm adding some effects. As you can see, or for anyone that saw the previous state of the track, I've already added some automations for volumes, for frequencies of the instruments. I added a lot of more plugins in every track in the instrument just to give it a bit more space in the track. And I'll just keep doing this on this stream. Just try to get it a bit better. Right now, what I was working... Obviously, I did some things off stream, but I know that some people that enjoy music production don't quite understand yet what they have to do while mixing or while doing their own production. So I'm gonna try to explain some of the things that are already done, and at the same time I will keep working and try to improve this track. One of the things I was not enjoying, and for me it's still not on the exact point, is the voice. Already did some changes on the vocoding voice, which made it a bit better than it was before, at least in my opinion. But for me it's still not in the right spot. I changed some of the tempo when she sings, just moving the things a bit apart.
My name is Mel. I
This is one of the phrases that I changed. This one I also changed a bit. I'm still not sure why it's not sounding correct to me, so I might need to redo this later. I need to figure it out. Oh, yeah. I'm not watching my OBS. Let me. Thank you. At least someone is there to warning me. In my last stream, I had VC face on the background, and I forgot to pick the model, and there was the loading model for like 15 minutes while I was playing a game. And then I looked at my stream, and I saw something weird that should not be there. So thank you, Gel. I usually have. I don't have a multi-screen setup. I have actually a desktop and a second laptop that I use to watch the stream. But if for some reason I don't have the laptop open, I don't see what I'm streaming. But yeah, thank you for for saying that. Okay, here. This one, I'm still not happy with this one.
I can make your dreams become reality.
Before, instead of dream, she said ideas. I can make your ideas become reality or something like that. And now I change it to I can.
I can make your dreams become reality.
It sounded a bit more poetic for me than ideas. Ideas is not did not sound well for me, so I changed that. But the tempo is still not correct for me. Okay, what else did I change? There's a few EQs here, automations. Also for these are for the voices. Be right back. Someone's calling me. Hmm. Okay, I'm back. So like I was saying, I already did some automation. Let me open. I have a lot of equalizers open, so I will close anything I'm not using right now, just to make it easier. Equalizer. So I could just, I can just mute so we don't get annoyed by the sounds. So as you can see, this is moving with the automation. And if we just listen to, let me bring it back, just kind of listen to this, the automation, and see the effect. So it's cutting the low end, and this simulates kind of a echo. I could also reduce the volume, which is something I can add. And since we are here, let me grab one amp. One easy way to do this is just, okay, I want this, I need another track, because that was not, this pattern is not being used, right? Yeah, this is not doing anything here, so I can remove it and get back. I think I'm just using this second track on the end. Okay, just being sure. I'm gonna drag this volume here just to make sure it resets on those points as it is right now. So I'm not adding any volume. This is just the base volume. And from here, I will lower it. Make it big, but don't worry about that. I can cut it. Just the size I want. I usually do this just to make sure where is the end. So it's kind of right there. I can just cut this and finish there. Now I can use this as reference for the others. Need it to start there. You can start there. Kind of like this. I still don't know how it sounds, so let's hear it. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's lowering enough, in my opinion. Let's make another type of curve. Something like that. More intense. Still very loud. Maybe I'll try same thing, but I'll try here instead of another amplifier, because I want to remove the whole volume. I'll drag this one. Same thing. Quick. This should cut completely the sound. Okay. Why does the reverb? Oh, because I have reverb on the last channel, probably. Where this is sending here, and this has reverb too. Okay, that's something that shouldn't be there. Yeah, okay. So the issue is this reverb. It shouldn't be here, probably. I was applying the same reverb to all tracks. I could also, instead of using this one, I can go for this since there is no voice anymore. But to make sure the audio doesn't reset and that I can just jump anywhere in the track and the output being exactly the same, I'm gonna make this global. And then here I'll do the changes just in the end. Let's hear it now. Okay, much better. Even shorter, more narrow curve. All right. Okay, now I'm sure that I'm using this only in vocals. This one could be a bit wider because it's longer. I don't want it to cut half of it. Hmm. I think this should do the trick. Let's hear it with everything just to make sure everything is okay. Just gonna jump here, and then let's go here.
Love me, use me, punch me, make me dance. Love me, use me, punch me, make me dance.
I can improve my volume, my general volume a bit, and lower the background sounds. Okay, now it feels that it's very sudden. The first might be good. I need to go back, clear everything. It feels like it's too sudden. Yeah, this one I don't want to go as low. I think this is the perfect volume, probably. Maybe a tiny bit more. Okay, I think it's a lot better. Let me save. Okay, another sound that is very impactful on the track. Is it this one? No. This already has some effects that I added here. We can just listen to them. It kinda changes the frequency just of the high end. It's moving slowly. So you might not notice it. Here is a bit more abrupt. I need to actually play before it starts. So you can see now it's more close, opens a bit, closes again, and it's gonna open in the end. Yeah, this was one of the last things I just changed it. Now I want to change also, yeah, this one, because it's a path. And this pad is very important in the late part of the track. It should start probably with between 2K to 3K. Let me just play some parts of it so we can actually hear the difference. I want it to start maybe here is good. No. Okay, so let's see. I need this. I think I'm gonna start low and climbing up. Obviously this needs to be longer. Like first 8, we climb up. And then we kind of hang up there a bit. Just moving some bits down and up. Okay, I think here is okay spot. Then the other moment, I know, because I've listened to this track so many times, I want to make it go higher, is probably, I'm not sure if it's here or in the next part.
Love me, use me, make me
Yeah,
dance.
it's here. But I can also play around with it here, because here the sound is one of the few things that it's playing, so it can be a bit higher. And here again, I feel like in this phase should be a lot higher, but let's just
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me
let's
dance.
hear. Let's hear it again. Let me save.
Use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
This part is fine. Maybe I'll do the same for this. Already is here a frequency. No, this is low end, right? Let me see if it's the low end or not. Or the high end. It's the high. Okay. So let me delete all of this. Right now, I think this is fine. Just a quick sounds good, I guess. More. This one. are these notes. Let's see if this sounds well or not. I would actually switch these two. It's not in the right position. I could make the same thing I made for the other tracks, add an automation, drop it below because I like it to be organized, and have the automation track right under the real track. And I usually create an equalizer for the automations so I don't mess the original one. So I'm gonna add a new one. So this is just for the automation. Maybe this. Let's just listen to this one. More narrow. Okay, there's a few ways that, for instance, I wanted to do this, what I'm doing right now. There's a few ways I could do that. I could use like a reference track just to tell when something is playing, this should be here or here. I can move it either way. It's basically what I use for the kick, when the kick hits, to lower everything. Or I can just do the manual. Should I use a new track? Okay, I think just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna use a new track. I'm gonna create a track, create a send channel that's not gonna go to the output. I can use any sound, so I can just come here and let me grab any sound. That doesn't matter really. It could be something like this, or even a kick. I like more kicks because they are more clean. It could be a kick. So this kick, I'm not gonna use it for sound. I'm just gonna use it as a reference. So I'm gonna say, actually change the name, just like side chain EQ. This is for the top track. Let's just do like this, just to see what we do from that. Okay, I have my reference track. I'm gonna add a peak controller. Okay, let me close these automations. this. Now the secret is gonna be this peak controller. So now on the second track on my equalizer, I can add this controller anywhere. And I'm gonna add it for this one, connect the controller. I might have more than one, so I think it's the second one because I already have another one. And look what happens when I play. You saw that? So basically it's moving because of this. I think I'm gonna increase the decay. What's the maximum? 9. Let's put the maximum delay just to not delay decay. So it comes back slowly. Okay, this is an interesting way of making it work. Now I can if I do the decay quicker, it comes back a lot faster. The amount that's moving, I can switch it to any side. Like if I switch it to this side, it goes back, as you can see. And I can switch the base. The base means where it starts, so in this case, because I'm adjusting to this knob, 0 is the 0 value of the knob, and this is the maximum value of the knob, so I can place it anywhere, and I can move it from right or left. So if I use negative amount, it's going left. If I use positive amount, it's going right. I also have a multiplier, just in case it doesn't work well. But somehow it seems that when I used the negative, it wasn't moving much. Even the decay is working, so this might be a bug. So let's use the multiplier just in case. Okay, now it moved fast with the decay. Yeah, this is definitely an LMMS bug. It should not work like that, because the release should be a lot slower than that. Okay, this adds some effect. Let's add more amount. Yeah, this TK is not doing what I wanted when it's on this side. Maybe that's the reason. Okay, so I want to hear how this sounds in the global music, see if the effect is worth or not.
My name is Milk, and I am a conqueror. Make me dance,
Okay, I think it sounds good. I can save it. I wanted the decay to be slower.
My name is Milk, and I am a conqueror.
Add a bit of attack to slow it further. More attack, let's see.
My name
Oh, now it's doing.
and I am a conqueror. Make me dance,
Again.
My name is Milk, and I am a conqueror. Make me dance,
Okay, I think it's fine. It's doing what I want. So like I said, this track is used just for reference for making move the equalizer. And with the pick controller I can automate anything. In this case I'm just using for the high frequency to the cutoff. And it's working well. So we can move on something else. Let's jump to this one. Okay, this is a bass. I will not mess with it. I think it's already fine. This, let's see if no, I don't want to open. It doesn't have any EQ. Let's add some EQ. So first rule, cut the lows, maybe cut the highs. Let's see if it's too much or not. We don't want a lot of highs to clash together. There's a frequency here, maybe because of the OTT, that's pushing the highs. It's making it a bit... maybe this one. I think the second one is mostly because of the reverb. Let me increase it a bit. And because nothing else is playing, of course it's gonna accentuate more the highs on this. But in general...
love me, use me, punch me, make me dance.
Okay, in this feels a lot repetitive to me yet. Yeah, a bit more simplified. I'm gonna replace it with the new version. Did I? Yeah, I'm on 16. Let's place it.
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Maybe. Okay. I'm just trying to find some variation. Just put this on the second position so it doesn't feel so repetitive. So now I have two variations.
Use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Still a bit loud, in my opinion.
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
The voice. Let's just listen.
Hello, my name is Milk, and I am a vocoder.
Maybe.
Hello, my name is Milk, and I am a vocoder. Hello, my name is Milk, and I am a vocoder.
7, 7, 7, 7. Should I cut up the highs? Let's play.
Hello, my name is Milk, and I am a vocoder.
Let's listen.
Hello, my name is Milk, and I am a vocoder.
I think. All right, let's just listen everything, and I'll check if there is anything that crossed my attention. Before anything else, I will open Spectrum Analyzer, which is something I like to use to see if there's too much stuff going on in the same place. Other thing that I like to have, if I can't remember the name, it's the vectoscope. It's here. I also like this one. And let's listen to everything we have so far.
Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Okay, let's just there was a few things that I noticed. For once, the voice, there's this property pre-delay. It could be cool to automate it through the track, so I might do it. Also the wet amount. Here I felt like this was too sudden. It goes down quite well, then it goes up a bit. It feels way more natural like this. Another thing, these voiceovers, let me see. I thought it was too intense, so I added an equalizer to reduce a bit the presence of it.
Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me.
Okay, and probably this one. Let me listen. Close this. No. Stop. Can I... Yeah. Yeah, add some attack so it doesn't do that click. Let's listen like this.
Make me dance. Make me dance. I can make your dreams become reality. If you don't take to sing, let me sing for you. Make me.
So that removed the click that it has, which is good. And this one, let's listen to it. Some of that noise comes from the reverb. I don't know. Someone at the door again. That's why I don't stream it today. Be right back. Man, streaming during the day. Everybody knocks at my door. It's insane. Alright. Let's hear again. I wanted also to do some automation on pre-delay and wet amount. Maybe delay time also on the voice. Now, let's listen to this with maximum pre-delay just for reference. So basically what this does is simulate that we are on a big space, and when we are on the spaces that are big, close spaces, obviously, we have some sort of feedback which is delayed and creates kind of echo what we are doing. So this, depending where we set it, it's gonna create one echo. When it's very close to 0, basically the echo is almost at the same time as the person speaking, meaning you are very close to a wall, and basically it's not perceptible. It would be if it was a voice recording, but right here, because we are using digital, you wouldn't notice. And as you increase it, it's like increasing the distance to the wall. I think this is the best explanation that I ever got. And the more pre-delay you have, the bigger is the distance to the wall, and the more reverb you have, or echo you have from the wall. It's not just echo, but it's kind of a second voice playing again. Diffusion is also good to create some because of LMMS, when I want to reset the sound, I just use middle mouse and it resets to the place I had it before, just in case I don't remember what was the value when I started messing around with it. And I'm not sure if when you save, I think it gets the save value always. I'm not sure, but I think you... Right now it's 92, right? Let's just make an experience. I'm gonna put it high. I'm gonna save it. And now I'm gonna move it and reset. No. Okay, in saving it doesn't change your... to your save, it changes to the last value you had when you open the project, which is interesting. So you need to be aware of that if you're using LMMS, of course. These two are for limiting how much reverb I have from all of these settings. I can just set a small bandwidth. I usually don't mess too much with it. Sometimes I like to just have a small value, a small gap for the reverb, depending on the sound.
make me dance, love me, use me, lend me.
So as you can see, like here, I kind of like a lot of pre-delay to give a bit echo. Maybe not that much, but
Make me dance, love,
let's bring this back.
make me dance, love me.
And then I think this is somehow what I want, like this.
Make me dance,
Let's create an automation. This track is being used for all this already, so we can do it here. Let's make it default. Then here, this one I can use the progression, discrete progression. I increase it for a little bit. Zooming in here is a bit awkward. Just for one and then for two, then go down. Let's hear it.
make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Let's make it shorter.
Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Okay. So this is just sending the value there because I don't want to have any issues with this. I'm gonna drag it to make sure it is a default value anywhere else, just in case I switch to a different tempo, and it doesn't bring the value with it. This is just a else safe. You know what I mean? And you have the connection pre-delay, so you know kind of what you use this for. Obviously it's not very intuitive. Let's say
My name is Milk, and I'm a counter.
I think here
Make me dance,
I can also do the same. Use this just as reference and then keep it up. Just we can play it from here because of the paths.
make me dance. I can make your dreams tickle.
Now this one. Just try this, see if it went up. Let's listen. I think it sounds better. I don't know. I got sick of the last version. It sounded too blended. Okay, let's see.
me dance. I can make your dreams become reality. If you don't take to sing, let me sing for you. Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
This should be louder here.
Lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Quite like it so far.
Use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Okay, snare. Snare needs some love too. I can give it default treatment. Easy in with EQ and easy out. Maybe double. Let's add some for high and another for lows. So this is the high. Let's make an experiment. Just listen to this one. We have the automation open. Let's reduce the size of this just so we have the full window. And just listen to that. So if I increase this, as you can see, we only hear highs. Okay, this doesn't change the sound too much. And now the top, same thing. Let's grab it. Maybe middle ground. But I want to see how it sounds by me messing around with the high end.
My name is Milk, and I am a doctor. Make me dance.
I think this is the best right now.
My name is Milk, and I am a doctor. Make me dance. I can make your dreams become reality.
Okay, now should I add some variation when I start, or just go immediately to this sound? Oh. Just adding some rhythm.
My name is Milk, and I am a doctor. Make me dance.
Let's try to replace the default that we have by this new version and see if it sounds better or not.
I can make your dreams become reality. If you don't take to sing, let me sing for you. Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend
actually.
Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me.
But, actually, I thought I did replace by the new version here, but apparently I didn't. What happens? Here is the olds. Here, I think these ones are new. Are they? Yes. So I wanted to put these ones there. I still have some of the old version, but this makes has more variation.
Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Cool, cool. I like it. I just want to grab. I'm not sure which one it is right now. Okay, this is the high frequency. Nothing better than just drag it and try it, right? Because you never know which one is the correct. Okay, this is the low frequency.
Dance, 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 dance.
And the other one also. So the sound kind of fades away. Clear this. And this is the opposite, going down. I think it's somewhere around here. I'm using the cut to see exactly where I'm cutting there. So it should be around here. As you can see, both of them will kind of move.
Dance, 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 dance.
And we created one fade away. And the rest should be fine. I did not talk about bass in this session. Spectrum analyzer, I closed it by mistake. I want to keep it there. Okay, for bass, right now my rule of thumb is to try to make it as mono as possible. I could make it more stereo, but the thing is that the more stereo your bass is, the less your sounds gonna sound better. It might not make much sense. So basically the bass, because it's a very harsh sound, very low end, it has a large impact on the higher sounds. So if it's too potent, it will make everything else sound a lot more saturated and blend. I can just so as you can see right now, my bass is just like a mono signal, and I can switch it. You might think it sounds better if you're using headphones, but if you're listening on a phone or on stereo, you would notice that the sound would be completely crushed as soon as I put my bass a bit higher. But you can see.
Dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Yeah, it completely crushes the other sounds. So we kind of lose the three-dimensionality of the bass, but everything else sounds a lot better if this is like this. Which is a bit sad, but I mean, you cannot add 50 sounds and expect to hear every one of them, so we have to do some adjustments. And I really like this bass when it's not mono, but I guess I have to put it mono for the sake of the whole track. And I think I'm gonna listen everything from the start again, and let's see if there is anything else that I found out I could do here. I'm not using this plugin. I wanted to use, this is a very famous plugin for 8-bit sounds. It's free on there's a web page for it if you are interested in using it for sounds for for game development. This is very popular. I was thinking about adding some small small things for and crashed my project. Glad I saved it. Yeah, that can happen. So save your work, guys. I'm gonna recover it. No big deal. I always have multiple versions of my projects. Vectorscope and spectrum analyzer. Let's bring it here. Okay, my snare is still done, so I guess I saved my last changes, which is good. So yeah. Let me see if there is anything else I can do here. I don't need this one because I'm not gonna use it. Let's take it out. Like I said, let's listen to everything from the start. I will try to take notes for anything I notice that I need for the project.
make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Okay, okay. There was two things that okay, that harsh frequency in the end. I think it was 2 here. Right here is okay, but at some point I think this one is accentuating that frequency too much for some reason. Or I have a sound here. Okay, is this one that is just a single note? I think I'm gonna add some volume pump up and pump down just to make it a bit more into the track. So let me see if I have anything here I can use. I have the amplifier. Well, I am using it here. Okay. But this one is just to increasing the volume. But this is not what I want. I could use another one. So the first one is just a crescent volume, and I'm gonna use this one to kind of wave it up and down. I kind of want to do this on beat, so I'm not sure if kind of like this. I don't know if this is the right volume, but let's hear it.
Love me, use me.
Maybe faster.
Love me, gives me, plunge me, make me dance.
Double the speed. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the volume.
Love me, gives me, plunge me, make me.
And like this. Let's see if it sounds better. No. We want to play from here. I don't want to go for the start.
Love me, gives me, plunge me, make me dance.
Let's make it more accentuated.
Love me, gives me, plunge me, make me dance.
I think it sounds a bit better. This is such a background noise that it might not be a lot noticeable in the end, but it makes a bit of difference.
Love me, gives me, plunge me, make me dance.
As you can
Love
see.
me, gives me, plunge me, make me dance. Love me.
Okay, it fits very well. Let me save this. Yes, I want to replace the previous one. I think it fits very well. I already have an amp here. I just did not make the volume go up. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, 17. Let's see. Yeah, this is the end right there. I can do the. So let's start it low and go high. Maybe a better transient, like more tension. Just make it increase. Maybe this is too steep. Start it. Lower. And I should do the same for this one. I also want to add an amp there. Exactly the same thing, just growing slowly. Gonna put this here. Variation. I don't know if that's too much, but let's hear it. We're just gonna listen to the whole thing again. The voice still sounds a bit too high.
make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance.
There's this
Love
peak.
me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me.
I think it comes from here, if I'm not mistaken.
Love me, use me, bend
It's on 500s.
make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, bend me, make me dance. Dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Okay, might not be this one. So let me reset this guy. This one. So is it from here, from the 6? Or maybe, wait, I have several 6. This one. Equalizer. Let me just solo it. There's this one, but it doesn't come from here, so this is an effect caused probably by OTT. Now, should I try to make it lower here? This gonna be good, or it's gonna crash my all sounds.
Dance, 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 dance.
Doesn't seem to do much effect here. Maybe the valve is doing that.
Dance, 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 dance.
Okay, it's definitely from here. So I need to lower it. This is somewhere around here. Okay, let's check other things since I cannot treat that with EQ. Let's take this off. See if it doesn't change the sound too much. It's still doing a bit, but not as strong as it was before. So I guess it's a lot better. I haven't messed with the general channel, which is good. I could add another EQ there. I don't want to add too much EQs. I already have so many. Okay, again.
Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
Okay, we can play around with panning a bit more, especially on the voice. I'm gonna add 2 channels, one for the main voice and another for the second. So when she starts singing, I think it's here.
Love me, use me.
I kind of want to overdo it, but okay, this is either left or right, so this is center. I'm just gonna go 15 to one side and 15 to the other. This is too big, I need to be faster. So let me increase the steps that we have here, so I can just adapt to the track. Because one is there, second starts a bit around here, the third, I think I'm gonna make it like this. Four starts like here, and then we place it on the middle, just to keep it on track. Let's see how it sounds.
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
So right now it was very short, so it doesn't do a lot of difference. Let's increase it, so the panning is stronger. I don't want to overdo it, because if it's too much, it doesn't sound well.
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance.
This might be too much, but just for the sake of it, let's listen to it.
Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me.
Now here, let's try something different. Let's try making the sound panning to one of the sides. Let's see how this sounds.
Make me dance.
It's too much. It's too much. Or if we kind of do something like this. Is it too intense? Quarter, 8 bar, and shorter. We want to make it a bit more quick, kind of panning around. Start center and move. Just see how it sounds.
Make me dance.
Didn't notice much.
Make me dance. Make me dance.
I think it's good. And the other spot I want to place this is in the end on the echoes. I need to copy maybe this to here. Let's adjust to the right timing. That one doesn't have. And this can stay in middle. There's a new 2 there. Let's do the same. And panning on these echoes. On the first no, because it's only one. After here we can do it too. So we start maybe left, right. Let's increase it a bit. This guy is here. And then we bring it to the center again. Same thing here. Let's place it. This time we just keep doing it until the end. And same for the last ones. Like a checkerboard. At the start, I'm just gonna add this at center, just to make sure it starts. I mean, this is the first one on this track, so I can just put it there because I have no other sounds. Just making sure if there is anything behind, I don't keep the last effect. This is just because of LMMS. In the other DAWs, I'm sure this might be different. It has a default value on the start and the end. But right here, we must make sure that if we apply any effects, especially automations, that they don't change the start. So let me add this here too. I want this on the main, exactly on the center. These ones are finishing on one of the sides, so I need to do it again here, or else I'll lose the track. Can spread it here. Save, just in case something happens, and listen again from the start.
Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. love me, use me, punch me, make me dance. Love me. Love me. Love me, use me, punch me, make me dance. Love me, use me, punch me, make me dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Okay, I think it's cool. I've been enjoying this track very much. Still not happy with the voice, but I don't do voices too often. And it's one of my first times to use vocoders. So this is quite a novelty for me. But yeah, I really like how this track is going. Super cool. I think I'm gonna just save it, and I'm going to switch to a different one that I've also made. Let's see. It's the Miku. I did this one on the Miku day, the one that I'm gonna open. Yeah, but that one, I'm really enjoying how it's going. I think I've already listened to it enough times today. And I kind of want to switch. Okay, this track, I don't remember what I did for this one. I know that's something about Mikudei. Okay, I'm just gonna listen to it. It's probably a different style, but let's see. Holy. This is such a big track. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot how it sounded. And it sounds a lot better than I was expecting. I remember I was proud of making this one, but yeah, I wasn't thinking it was actually this good. Regarding sound quality, it's a mess right now. It has so much going on, and it needs a lot of cleaning to sound better. I think regarding the structure, I think it's halfway of a track, a finished track, let's say. Already had a lot of stuff for EQ, even though I could make it even adjust it a bit to sound better, but yeah, the essential things are already here. But this is such a big project. Alright, doesn't have a lot of tracks, but it has so much going on. Okay, where should I start here? Well, one thing I immediately notice is that there's not much of a separation between low end and high end. So that should be something I should attack first. Usually I do that with IQ. Let me see, because this is the piano. Sounds very good actually. Probably the best piano sample I have from Vital or piano synth. This is so good. Almost. the first note when I was making this track, I'm gonna just the first notes I played was literally who knows this one. So it made me remember this track. I'm gonna be honest, I love playing piano, and right now I'm making this notes on my keyboard, computer keyboard, not on my piano, and I don't have the MIDI connected right now. But sometimes when I make music, I like to play on my piano and try to record. Other times I use one of the small synths I have, also by MIDI, which is kind of useful when I'm not sure exactly on the tempo. And drawing takes too much time. Playing sometimes it's a bit better for me. And because I love piano so much and I've played for many years, I have a few bands, amateur bands. Obviously I was never big, let's say, but I played all styles of music, and sometimes when I'm improvising, some of those music came back to my memory and I just kind of switch between the improvisation to another music that I already know how to play. Not that I do that too often, but sometimes it's so natural that it's almost like when you start telling jokes and you start with one and then you remember another one, and someone that's next to you remembers another one because you told the second one, and the ball keeps rolling. For me, playing is just like that. I might not remember any song right now. I start playing one and then, oh, I also played that one. And then I switch to the second one, then, oh, but I remember that one. And I just keep going. The guitar, I also started playing guitar a bit more recently. And I kind of noticed the same thing. When I just trying to figure out the chords, I keep going for tracks that I already know. And the more I play, the more tracks I remember, the more tracks. Even if I never play them, I kind of, oh, this is the same chord of that song. And then I try to figure out what are the other notes of the song and keep going and going and going. That's, for me, that's something very interesting, and at the same time it makes playing instruments so funny and such a good hobby. Okay, but let's go back to the track. I was saying this piano actually sounds very cool. Dang. Dang. When I was a young boy. So cool. Yeah, this kind of reminds me that even it's not the same notes. I think I made myself laugh immediately when I realized that this note sounded so much like that song. It's so, but really cool piano sound from Vital. I love this plugin also. I got a few sample packs from different sites, and I did not log out anymore just because these are already overwhelming, even though I think it's 2 gigs of packs. And sometimes I can't find exactly the right sound that I want, and so I just go into the sampler and try to figure out how to switch the sound into something I would appreciate more, or if it's something that adjusts for what I want to use. And the piano is one of those sounds that is not that easy to replicate, at least for me. So these are very valuable for me, just to have some of these sounds ready to use. It's very good. It saves a lot of time. Okay. We have a piano there. I immediately notice a problem. I have the piano on the same thing as I have the kick, so I should just add a new track for the piano. Let's put it on 10. We don't want the piano to be on any other track. I'm sending everything to 8, so I'm gonna send piano to 8, not to the master. This is something I like to do when I want to join sounds. So I create send channels. This is the same in other DAWs. On LMMS, you just select the channel and select where you want to send them. So I send almost all of the instruments to one channel. Then on this case, I use the bass, and the bass I don't send to the same channel because I don't want to apply reverb or anything like that into bass, and I want to send everything else to one channel and bass to a second one, and then join them. And here, I'm actually not doing any processing here, but I just wanted to keep them split bass from all the other sounds. Like if I just play these ones, you can tell everything but bass, obviously. Okay, it's not that one I want to play. I think it's this one. So, as you can see, here we don't have any bass. And here we have with bass, and the kick I'm sending it to master. I'm sending the kick to master. Yeah. Bass, no bass, and master. This is the way I like to keep things split, so I work it a bit better. I've tried different ways of doing this. Another way is to have like a low send, a mid send, and a high send. But when I did that, I felt like the tracks didn't sound well when I split them into 3 channels. I didn't like it. So right now my rule is just okay, take out the bass and everything else goes into the other package. One package for bass and for kick and another for the rest. And this allows me, or in the bass situation, let's single it down here. Is it playing? No, not this. There's no bass there. Okay, now we have just bass here. Because I don't know if it's mono or not, let's bring Ozone. So Ozone is telling me that it's perfectly balanced in the center. So I guess the bass is good. I have a second bass here, a different channel. Also centered. I don't know if I used Ozone inside the... Yeah, I have Ozone inside the instrument. So you can apply effects directly on every instrument or on channels. Normally I like to put it on channels, but in this case I already had on the channels, so I don't need to have it here. I'm gonna remove it because I already applied it on the channels. Okay, so that's good. Regarding EQ, I have EQ here for bass. Right now it's very wide. Should I cut it a bit more? It kind of loses a bit of the reverb that it has. Let's switch to the second bass. This doesn't make much difference because it's a very low end bass. So I guess we don't lose anything on this one if I even cut it a bit more. The wave changes a bit depending on where I place the EQ. Right here I like it to be a bit more high. Okay, and I think I have a sub also, if I'm not mistaken. Did I make... I think is this one? No, this is not a sub. Did I not add a sub on this track? I guess not. So I need to add a sub. Something to take notes. More what I can do here. And the piano. What is this? It's another sound 6 equalizer. and there's a lot of high ends. Okay, what was this? Oh, it's There is so much going on here. I think the voice was doing some weird things on the highs. That's why I cut it here. Okay, this sound, this is very wide, so I need to cut this one short. I don't like how much effect it has, so I'm gonna take down this. I don't want the shortest. Maybe keep that. Let's listen to it. I cannot do that here, so I can maybe add some attack here. Kinda don't like these sounds. I'm not sure what's happening here. It has reverb. What does it have more? I think I might replace this sound for something else. I'm gonna clone it. And I'll mute this one. And I'm gonna try to find a better sound. Because I don't like this sound. It has some sort of harsh notes. Keys. Let's see. This is supposedly an harp. Let's try to listen to this. See what. Not. Okay. And let's jump here. It's not bad. Let's hear two more. Okay, this is fine. Let me save before anything else. I cut down this last track that I don't think it was adding much. Clearly don't like how the sound is so wide also. And it was removing a lot of detail from the track. Let's make it a bit more mono and see if it sounds better. Maybe like this sounds better. Okay, fits there and here. And then there's the here no. Here no. It should be added on the end. Yeah, you can add it on the end. Like I said, this track has so much going on. And these plugins are very expensive with all the other things I have on the background. It's using 30% of CPU just on idle. Okay. This is the other harp, like yeah, the piano. And this is the harsh one. Here bass. I'm not sure if I should add some more automation. This pad is very, very beautiful. It actually sounds great. I already have some Why does it... Kind of sounded weird right now. I thought I had more sounds at the start. I only have a piano in the pads. This has no sound. Second bass. This. The same thing of... It's a lead. First pads. These are... This sounds... kind of like a Moog. A synth Moog. Kind of like very 80s, this kind of sound. And probably should start. Okay, let's try to add make my normal stuff. I add one amp, make it immediately under the track. Standard procedure. This is 9 and we increase it slowly so it sounds better. And let's see. This 6 now is some because I lowered it. Okay, yeah, because this was a lot louder. Okay, I know why I lowered that, but it was because of this. So I'm gonna create a new synth channel for this. You go into 11 and then 11 goes to 8, and now I can lower this one here. Let's try to duplicate this and see how it sounds. Again. Okay, you still have a lot of eyes. I don't like that, so I'm gonna add a new EQ just to cut off the high end a bit. I don't like how much eyes you have, and do the same for the lows. Let's listen. Okay. Is this EQ probably too high? And, I'm gonna replace it. Let's see if this is more soft. Sounds a bit better. I think I'm gonna replace all of these. Was it here? And then another height here. Okay, it sounds a bit more soft after just that simple change. Okay, here I feel like I should do something to improve the sound. Because it doesn't sound like a crescendo. So I think I'm gonna use automation This is three as reverb. Why do you have reverb? Okay, this could be another thing that was adding noise. Misclicked on OBS. In here, for this to sound more like a crescendo, I think I need to add an effect. I think it would be a lot easier if I add all of these channels, the 2 and 3, into the same one, which would make it easy to... I mean, I don't have it to have on the same one. I can just... Okay, let's try. Of course, I really like EQ, don't get me wrong, but I like EQ. I'm just gonna create one for the snare and another for the hi-hat. Same thing. And I'm gonna use the same automation for both of them. So this is gonna be quite big actually. Not that much, maybe 8. I'm gonna link this one here too. Now, when I change this, so this should increase in value. And let's hear it. Okay, it's part of the effect. So this adds a bit something. How often does this happen? At least 2 more times or 3. Other here. Here. Okay, so we can do this effect in other parts of the track. Can also do one for the low end to open up. Same thing. Send one here. And copy the other one. Now I have both connected. 9 is the end. Start high and we end up low. I want to have this one a bit more open because I want actually sound to pass through. Gonna clone this to every other place where this should happen. Just gonna make sure it starts only after the tempo. I could do another one for the voice. Exactly the same thing. Add another automation. I put this immediately here. Channel 5. So all the voices are in the same channel, which is cool. Gonna add just another equalizer just for this because I don't want to mess up any settings I did for the others. So this just stack up. Same thing. So 9 is the level it's supposed to end, and we start a bit. And there, I don't want a big of a change on this one because I don't want it to be. Actually, we should probably start it there. Because the voice is so close. Let me see. It didn't do much of a change, did it? I think I could go lower. Oh, because am I changing the low frequency? Did I actually pick the low frequency instead of the high frequency? Equalizer. Let's make this small because I don't need it to be that big. Let's make it harsh, I guess. It's not passing through the effect, so it's not changing anything. I mean, it changes, but it's not noticeable. I think I should use the low end instead of a high end. Let's just listen to this. I think part of the issue here is how the voice is so such a synth one doesn't make such a big of effect what I'm doing. Or I'm already just cutting off so much here. Because I am already cutting it, so I guess I'm not gonna add another EQ because it doesn't make any sense doing this on the voice. Let me think other ways I can change it. Fusion is too high.
when the sun comes back. But lovers only end when the sun comes back. But lovers only end when the sun comes back.
Yeah, I can just set the delay up here. So let's make it normal there. Here, let's improve it, make it bigger, just for the sake of this bit. And we immediately cut it back. This is I just noticed that most of the times I use the amps is not to make the sound louder, but to make it softer, which is funny. I'm using the amps the opposite way they are supposed to be used. But yeah, it's a cheat code for not changing the general volumes. So I can set this value, anything else, and I can always change the general value here. Because sometimes this doesn't give you enough freedom. Sometimes here, if you change just 1 decibel, it goes from very soft, almost not noticeable, to super loud. And with amp, the change is way more softer, which I quite like it. And so I adjust the middle volumes with the amp instead of using the main channels. It can also happen the same here. So yeah, amp is very underrated, and it's funny how I use amps just to lower the volume and not just to max it out. Okay, I'm thinking if I want to do something else in this track. I've been already streaming for 3 hours, and in 3 hours listening to 2 songs over and over, it's kind of exhausting. I totally understand, especially for you guys. But for anyone that actually enjoys music production, this is something we are used to. I try not to repeat myself too often, but when I actually enjoy the tracks, it's not easy not to just start listening and just finishing in the end, you know, because it's something that was done by ourselves, and we actually took the effort to make it sound good, even if it doesn't. But it's a project of love, like I usually say. And making music is just not about placing the notes and playing them at the right moment. It has so much to it, especially music production. For me, it has been a discovery project since I started, and I've been doing this as a hobby for 10 years, I guess. Yeah, it was not something I did all the time, obviously. If I was a full-time music producer, I would probably do a lot better stuff, I guess. Or maybe not better, but with higher quality, let's say like that. I would be producing stuff with a much higher quality, which I'm not. And every little thing that we learn for this takes time. Just like painting, you don't immediately start painting like a AAA studio or a big cinema animation studio. You just go step by step until you get there. But yeah, so far I quite enjoy this track and the other one. The other one I was playing before, for me, it sits in a very special place because it's something that has a sort of a sound that I'm quite familiar with it. Always loved those types of music production. There's a lot of indie artists that kind of reach that kind of sound, and for me, being able to achieve something that looks so underground, let's say like that, because the other is quite of underground style music, and it feels very good to finally, after all this time and a lot of projects that I did, a lot of music that I published, I finally found something that's kind of in some way, it sounds good. Obviously, I have a lot of tracks that have interesting sounds, and on the other way, I was not trying to copy anybody else. It's something that I made from scratch by myself without any reference at all, and because of that, it feels very unique, and I hope I am able to keep making this and have the inspiration to make these ones. I'm gonna play this one one more time before I just go off to get some food. I might be back later and play some games, but I'm gonna play this one, and after it I'll take a break.
My name is Milk, and I am a doctor. Make me dance. I can make your dreams become reality. If you want me to sing, let me sing for you. Make me dance, love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me, use me, lend me, make me dance. Love me.
Alright, it's everything for this stream. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back for more later.